Phew.
All right, second item, road foreman, we've been notified he's not showing up tonight. Weather. Number 3, changes to the agenda.
I have no changes.
Address the recording error on 10/28.
So I just wanna say that I am not exactly sure how I did it, but I did not record the meeting on the 28th of October this year. It was my error. I have now added confirm recording to the agenda in hopes of not doing that again.
Mhm.
And I apologize.
Okay. 5, public comment. We got Karen Cerrone, attorney for HUD application in town office.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
So I have a question. Where do we stand with regard to the legal document between the town of Weston and the Weston Community Association? Is somebody handling that?
This is in regard to the application for funds to work on the dam, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
I think we haven't done anything about that because we're waiting to see if we get the grant.
Right,
Well,
I
you
think
can't,
the consensus, Karen, is if we're going to get the grant, we'll get a legal agreement drawn up, but why spend money on legal agreement and not get the grant?
well, I guess because you normally have a legal agreement when you do the application.
A lot's water over the dam because it's already gone.
Yes, I know. Okay, do we have, okay, moving on. So what were the hours of the town office prior to COVID?
no idea.
I think they're about 9 to 1.
They were 8 to 1,
Before COVID?
correct?
Okay, because it seems like it's a very short opening for a town that has a lot going on. I know that a couple of people mentioned that even on tax day, it wasn't open till 5. Which
Yes, it was.
I was told it wasn't, but okay. You
It
were,
was.
you
We
were,
were here. We were here 9 to 5.
okay, that's good. Any update to the 2 trees now stuck on the dam? Or were stuck on the dam on Friday?
There's a tree stuck on the dam, but that saw the community clubs associations property, and it's up to them to deal with it.
But were they notified?
I assume this.
They've seen it, it's been there a while.
Okay. I sent an email, but I got no response, so. Just curious.
Okay,
Do you have anything else, Karen?
No, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
all right. The attorney for HUD application.
No, that's
No,
her,
that's what you
that's
wanted
her
to talk about.
public comment.
This is
Oh.
Matt. For Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Yeah.
Hi, Matt.
Hello,
Yeah.
everyone. How are you this evening?
Good.
A little chilly, how are you?
It's good. Yeah, we got some snow here. I can hear my wife listening to some or watching Christmas movies already,
Oh,
I guess. We're on that stage, so
A little
Yeah.
aggressive.
It's on the radio.
Yeah, so would you like me to share my screen? I know
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, yes, a lot. It's not sharing. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we have the 2026 medical renewal, and I will say as far as as long as I've been at Cross Insurance for 5 years now, these are the best rates I've seen the exchange come out with? Usually we're looking at 10% increases and yeah, earlier on the call, I think it was Kim, but I did show another MVP option, same exact plan design, but you can see currently the
Matt,
deduct.
excuse me.
Yep,
Matt, excuse me, can you make that a little bit larger? Because it's pretty small and we can't, I mean, we have it in
absolutely.
front of us. But, if you
How's
can make
this?
that,
Yeah,
even a
way
little
better.
larger would be better.
That's as big as I can get it.
That's pretty good.
That's
That's
pretty
good.
good.
That's better, much, thank you
Thank
very much.
you.
Absolutely. So, yeah, the town of Weston offers the Vermont Select Gold CDHP plan. You can see currently it's a $29.50 deductible for a single person, and then with the tiers of spouse, children, family, that's a $5,900 deductible. Same with the out-of-pocket max. In 2026, those are going up to 3,200 for the single plan or for the single, and for children, spouse, family, it's going to 6,400. And then with the out of pocket RX max, that goes from 1,650 for an employee and 3,300 with family to 2026 going to 1,700 and 3,400. And I've also showed MVP just in case some groups love Blue Cross Blue Shield, some love MVP. It really, if you want to save $12,000, I showed that option. And I also just to show a higher deductible health plan, I showed one of these, which is significant savings. However, that deductible and out of pocket max and on family, you can see it goes way up. So, um, and with the HRA, I see that the town of Weston pays 100% of the deductible. And that just increased a little bit from last year. And bringing it really to a 4.7% increase from 2025, going from 134,000 to 141,000
With the Blue Cross Blue Shield plans.
with the Blue Cross Blue Shield plans. Yep, that is correct.
Can you tell me about, what do we know about the history of our use of deductibles, for example, do we know anything about that? Much.
I can look into that. So it's fully insured with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and it's really hard to pull information like claims data or HRA info. But I mean, I'm gonna follow up as soon as this is done and just see what that utilization is. Usually all right. This is the employee head count. I was told what it was. I believe we're adding one more, maybe.
We are adding, I believe, another employee and children. But I'm not exactly sure.
Okay. So let's say it is just off quick math. We took the 3,200, that's times 2, and then the 6,400 times 3. And 60% is what it's what we just project usually for the utilization. So we don't think all 5 members are going to hit their max deductible. So we do 60% of that, and that gets you this number here, 15,000. However, I will check with Blue Cross Blue Shield what the utilization is. And I will send that to Shauna first thing in the morning, unless there's another email I should send it to.
No, mine is
That's
totally
great.
fine.
Yeah, that's great. Do you have a recommendation for us?
So it's really, I should ask, how is Blue Cross working for employees?
Good question.
Huey hasn't complained to me any, so.
So that's good. I think the road form, I don't have it, so I think everyone is fine with it. I don't get any complaints. No one really calls.
Kim,
about it.
is Kim still on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Could you speak to what you were speaking to before? Sorry to have cut you off.
I have no complaints about Blue Cross Blue Shield. The opportunity for savings was greater last year than it is perhaps this year, but it's the board's choice as to what we have for medical.
Mhm.
So just for history for me, how long have you been on Blue Cross Blue Shield?
The town, you mean?
Yeah, the town.
I think the 3 years I've been here, we've renewed with Blue Cross Blue Shield,
Okay.
but I don't know.
Kim, how long have you been on Blue Cross Blue Shield? Has it been many years?
At least 3 or 4.
At least 3 or 4, okay.
We've been back and forth a couple times because one year Blue Cross went sky high and the next MVP did, so it really depended on the cost.
Okay.
I have a question. What is it like, what is the difference between the providers that are a part of the circuit? Like, for example, like therapists and, that fall under that, what is the cast, like the net that's cast for providers that will be options? And are they taking patients? So, I mean,
So
I know
that-
but that's just kind of like I'm just, another side of that I think really needs to be considered.
So that's why I asked how
Right.
employees are enjoying Blue Cross Blue Shield, because I have heard down in the Ludlow area, Rutland area, is it Rutland Regional? Is that your closest hospital, or
Yes.
That or
Wondering.
Springfield.
Springfield.
But
yeah.
Rut-
that or
but Rutland's-
Springfield?
yeah, but Rutland
I
is-
have heard that no matter the carrier, we have groups with MVP who uses the Cigna network or just Cigna or Blue Cross Blue Shield, that it's just tough to find providers down that way. But I mean, there's really, between Blue Cross
Yeah,
Blue
what-
Shield, MVP, it's they're about the same, honestly.
I'm just curious, just also because there's downsizing going on with different hospitals. So like, for example, there's the children's unit in Springfield is being considered taken out. And so I just am curious if there is like when leaning towards one space or another that, like one facility or another that has the access that people need.
Do both Blue Cross Blue Shield and MVP? Can you go to either Springfield or Rutland? They use both?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
It's just the one thing is that there's a contract with Springfield, and like when you are picked up in an ambulance, you're automatically brought to Springfield unless you're requested to go to Rutland.
Right.
But only people in the know request to go to Rutland. I'm just curious, and I know that that's not. It's just something I was just thinking
Yeah.
about.
Okay. Kim, can I ask you another question? Sorry to put you on the spot, but I know you're the person here that's been using the plans, right?
Yeah,
Um,
sure.
when they flipped back to MVP and then back to Blue Cross Blue Shield, was there any issues with doctors, like, people that were on, with doctors at Blue Cross Blue Shield, were they not on MVP or?
I don't recall having that issue. It's more of a slight inconvenience to have to get all your medical providers in the know as far as which carrier you're on. Not having to go back and forth every year has been a great advantage. But I've not had any difficulty getting care, and I typically go up to the Rutland area.
Okay, so
And-
you had no problem when you were on MVP in the Rutland area that you can recall?
Not that I recall. I probably use more in Rutland since we've been on Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Okay.
Also,
Thanks.
question, how does this fall into, I mean, say like you needed a specialist and there's only one up in Burlington, does the net cast where someone's able to have that covered? This is just like a kind of like question that maybe I need to do a little research on, but yeah, that's just another thought.
Maybe I'm
Out of
just having a
network.
tough time understanding what are you talking like in network versus out of network?
Yeah. I'm talking in network versus out of network. Like, for
Okay.
example, like say someone needed a specialist. Does that fall into like an out of pocket cost that someone would have to do?
So you
If
would
there was
just
only one
contribute
provider in Burlington.
towards your deductible.
Okay,
So let's say it's just you on the plan. You have a
Okay.
$3,200 deductible.
okay.
You go to get, I don't know, you go see a
Yeah,
chiropractor.
like specialist care. So like,
Yeah.
like
You go
like a
chiropractor.
physiologist or
Yeah, in Burlington, and it's
Yeah.
$500. You would just pay that
Okay,
toward the deductible. Let's say you went several times, you'd go until you hit your deductible, and then it would be no cost. But with Blue Cross, Blue Shield, or MVP, really in Vermont, they're both probably the two most accepted cards.
right.
So, I mean, you'd still be in network.
Yeah.
Thank
even
you so
up
much.
here.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Any more questions for Matt?
Do we have to sign off on this tonight?
Now, if we,
No.
when's my deadline to change or renew?
December 31st.
Good.
Okay, great.
Let's take time.
Yeah, you have plenty of time.
Thank you, Matt.
I'm happy to jump on another board meeting or
Thank
Cool,
anything.
thank you.
I'll let you know about the deductible utilization or
That would be
HRV
great.
utilization.
Great.
And anything else you need, please just don't hesitate to reach out. Ask Shauna, maybe if you
Yeah.
have a pen, I can give you my email or what, but just
I can help
here
you.
to help you out.
Thank you
so
so
Thank you,
much.
Matt.
Thank you for
Thank you,
the
sir.
information. Really appreciate it.
You got it. Yeah, we'll be in touch. Keep me posted on anything, okay?
Thank you.
Absolutely.
More you want to discuss on this now, or you just wanna? Look at what you got so far?
I don't know, just.
Am I
because-
okay to leave? Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, you
sorry.
are. Okay. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
I kind of would, I don't know if like we're allowed to like look at this scene, what the two different, like what the cast is for the network providers that are available, that are provided. They're pretty much the same. I think we need to like look at percentages, but I kind of am more concerned about the value and quality of care.
Yeah, I think that's a really good question. I'm not sure that, if both of these plans are accepted pretty widely in
I don't- yeah.
Vermont, I'm not sure we're gonna find
We're
out
gonna
a whole
find out,
lot,
like, yeah.
except potentially individual providers, and we don't have that many people on
Right,
that plan,
right,
so
right,
are
right.
they necessarily gonna use that
Right,
Yeah.
provider who's
Totally.
not on one?
Totally.
And on the other? I guess my question would be, something that I would be thinking about is $7,600 enough of a savings for the town? And probably rely on you because you know more about the town finances than I do, having not been through a budget process. But is $7,600 enough of a savings? Of course, we're really talking about, that one's $7,600 less and the other one is $4,600 more. So,
Just 11.
so we're talking about 11. Is that enough to make a difference? I don't know, something to think about.
Oh, we've only got, let's see, there's one real long-term employee there who's been through the switching back and forth. I don't think he likes it, but he can be a pain sometimes. I can ask a few questions.
Actually, I think that would be good to find out. I mean, we know what Kim's experience has been.
Right.
It might be good to know
Why
what.
not? We
I
have
think
the time.
I used to work in a medical field and it certainly is, making sure that you have changed every single thing. So you have to reach out to all your providers. You have to see if they are carriers. You have to,
Give them a
see,
new card, yeah.
give them the new card. Is
Yeah.
that a nuisance? Sometimes.
it's like you have to do it.
Yeah.
It just is.
If you have to
give them your card every year anyway.
Right.
Then the other thing is, from what I understand, sometimes if a person's using their card through December, then the plan changes to a different company January, but the bill's been later.
Oh, yeah, right.
So that does it retroactively. And you're not retroactive, but is it like it? Is there a lapse
Well, it
in?
just means that you're overlapping for a while there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old company
You're
takes it
overlapping,
out.
but you wouldn't have a lapse of
I think
any
you have
time.
to double check prescription wise if you need a pre-authorization, if they cover brand names or not brand names, it's definitely.
I'm sorry, did someone just say something?
I thought,
Oh,
Yeah.
Karen's, I think talking.
I think she's talking to an animal.
Yeah.
So maybe we could ask her to mute. So, I think that the use of the deductible, which he is gonna get us statistics on if we
Yeah.
can. I think that's important because
sure.
we could save $30,000 if we went to MVP option 2, but it's not really gonna be a savings if everybody starts using their deductibles. So it's, uses up that deductible.
The other thing you gotta bear in mind is Nick's got what, one or two? Two. And then,
I think Jason may, I don't know for sure what his plan will be.
yeah. So there's at least two
New people.
kids and possibly more, don't know. Yeah. So I think we need a little more research on it.
Sounds good.
Right.
It's an expensive piece, so.
Number 7 is the audit contract.
Yeah.
What's the company we've been using?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is substantially the same contract as we've had before.
Right.
Presumably.
But I have a question.
Okay,
That would be kid.
Back many years ago, when I was in school, I had a teacher I didn't care for. But he had one piece of advice. And he says, when you get out on your own, he said, when you get your house insurance and car insurance, other things, He says, once every 3 or 4 years, you wanna go shopping, because if you don't, they get so used to just rubber stamping, and up goes the price, and they just rubber stamp everything, so. All I'm asking, is this a case where you think this might be worthwhile looking, or I'm just asking?
So you're suggesting that we get a proposal from another accounting firm. How long have we been using this one?
At least 3 years.
So this contract is 3 years. Maybe was our last contract also
Correct,
3
I
years?
believe so. Kim, our last contract with Sullivan was 3
This
years.
is the 3-year contract. They did it for a 1-year contract and then they picked up a 3-year contract. So in total, 4 years altogether.
years,
And we
right.
can certainly put an RFP out there. The last time we did that, we did not have a lot of feedback. And our auditor prior to that had been with us a little bit longer. And they dropped us because they lost their auditing staff. So the one advantage with Sullivan Powers is they have a group of auditors who do nothing but auditing. They don't get involved with the tax season.
So we've had this company for 4 years. It might make some sense to put it out there, see what we get.
Why not?
Yeah, like she said, we didn't get a response last time, but if somebody from the general public tell me or something says, did you do it? We can say, yes, we did it, and we got extra response.
Yep.
Agreed.
I agree.
Just trying to cover our bases on that.
Yeah, I think
Very
it's
good.
Makes sense.
Very good.
Okay,
Put out an RFP.
yeah. Number
You have copies of the
Second or-
class 4 road policy?
Actually, we're looking at the Seckler subdivision first.
I have one copy right here.
Oh, it's the same thing. Right.
No, I don't know.
I don't know what's relevant except for the.
That is a copy of the class 4 road highway.
What is this?
What is this?
Section subdivision,
Oh, this is part of that.
things sort of got backwards. The subdivision got approved before upgrading the road got approved. So if you read through the policies, I mean, the policy for upgrading a class 4 road, anyone who wishes to perform or arrange maintenance on a class 4 road or trail on public land must make a written request describing the scope of the work. I figure the application fills that
Okay.
requirement, but if you want a letter from him, I can get one. So make a request to the select board and the road foreman to receive written approval from the select board prior to commencing work. So there's not really a lot of detail there. I don't know if you want an official letter from the guy, but he already applied for the subdivision, so that seems
And that's already been approved, obviously. I mean, the
like,
subdivision.
yeah, it was approved 13 years ago.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. So,
Okay.
So really, this is just an oversight, that it was never, upgrading the road was never approved, and Jeff made a big deal about it. No one else has seemed too concerned about it.
But are we going to, like, are we applying to be, so this is where I get confused. Are we going to apply to upgrade the road through V-Trans?
No,
Okay,
why? Like, what is the difference? Just
So
in
why-
my knowledge, I
so-
don't.
so where do we?
it's
so-
gonna remain a class 4 road,
Okay,
but they're gonna pay to bring it up to class 3 road standards.
so what do you need from us? Just saying that you can do that
This-
and you
well,
have
this
to
is a
maintain
select
it?
board's policy. I mean, you have to satisfy his policy. Which I would say, approve it. You know, there's not that many more details than that. I mean, I don't know if you need something more formal and in the form of an application, it just needs to be approved.
I think we need something in writing from them that they're gonna bear the cost and do all this other stuff on a separate.
Okay, do you need something from Jeff, since he's mentioned in the policy?
I think that we should have both.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I'm sorry, you said it's going to be a class 3 road, but it's still,
Remain class 4, but
It's
they're
gonna be
gonna
a cl-
upgrade it to class 3.
Make class 4 road, but they're gonna pay to improve it to class 3 standards.
Why? Like what is?
Right, that's a
Because they
class
can't
four,
have the subdivision unless they do that.
And isn't it just, as it becomes a private? Does it become no, it's still a class 4 road, okay.
It's a pain in the neck. I mean, I've been through the same thing in other towns and it's confusing,
Okay,
pain in the neck, but it is what it is.
So,
okay,
again, I don't understand this as well, but you guys probably, difference between class 3 and class 4 is,
Class 4 road is
Width?
not really drivable,
okay.
or
it's
it's
like
barely
super rough.
drivable, and it's not plowed.
Okay,
Uh,
so they're gonna bring it up to class 3, which is,
like,
drivable and plowable.
yes,
but
But
who's
they
gonna
don't
drive,
want-
but it's private road, so they're going to.
they're gonna pay for
plow
the
it,
plowing
take care
and the ditching
it's
and all of
gonna
that.
still be a town class 4 road.
And
But
they
they're
don't
gonna-
want us to upgrade it to class 3.
Oh, I'm sure they'd love to have it, but I don't think the select board would
no,
agree to it.
Right, that's what I
And we would
was-
not agree to it because that means we have to maintain it.
right now. Like do you know where the Jakewith Road is?
Yeah.
The very end of that road is in the town of Weston.
Yeah.
And we have a verbal agreement kinda that Langgrove plows it in the winter. And then we do the same for them on what they call Shaw Knoll. But it's just a verbal agreement. And the way things are done nowadays, I'd hate to get into another verbal agreement. It would have to be something in writing, and it would. It's an area I don't think we ought to head towards.
Because it's Andover. Because it's Andover.
Part of it's Andover and part of it's Weston.
Part of the road is Andover, part of the road is Weston. I see.
Right.
So that's the agreement, the town, agreement between towns that you're talking about. I
And
see.
supposedly Andover got
Paid a
a
fee.
lump sum from them. But did they upgrade the road, or they just got a lump sum to agree to let them do it?
Yeah, I want some for them be able to do it.
So we do not take on any responsibility for plowing this, right? And we currently don't plow it as a 4.
It's not plowable now.
And when they bring it up to 3, we're still not gonna be plowing it. They're gonna handle it themselves.
Yeah.
Whoever lives there, whatever they do.
Well, there's already a HOA that every deed says you have to join an HOA.
Got it, okay.
The HOA pays for the plowing and the maintenance of the road.
Yes, and also maintaining the fire pond and the stormwater
Yeah, okay.
treatment areas.
But I don't think Shauna was too far off base in looking into DOT and making sure that they don't have some obscure rule or regulation.
I talked to GOT and I talked to Vermont League of Cities and Towns.
Is that in writing?
Yes.
And they said,
DOT may not, be, but they said that it could stay a class 4 road and be upgraded.
We should have that in writing for the files.
There's an email, I think, in the back of that MSK one.
I think
Right
it-
here, good morning, William, it should be still a class 4 town highway.
Yeah.
Is that V-Trans or the VLCT?
This is V-Trans.
I'll get you the VLCT. Although all they said was, they were a little less definite. They said, I think it would still be a class 4 road.
got it.
Alright.
So we have to decide,
See, here's one catch in here. I I understand what Bill said about it's in their deeds already,
Yeah,
about them plowing and maintaining, but it says, or the residents can petition the town,
mm-hmm,
and that has been done before,
and petition the town to change the classification of the road.
and take it over.
And then we would have to be responsible for it
Well, if we approve it,
if we approved it, yeah.
okay. But that hasn't happened yet.
Not on this one, no.
Okay,
It has been done before.
okay.
Interesting.
I think the last one was maybe Casper Lane. Oh, no, I'm thinking just a new subdivision road. I'm sorry.
Upper end of Old Bedmore Road.
What?
It was the upper end of Old Bedmore Road.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
That's
so-
what I remember.
So what do we have to agree to or approve here for that?
Well, Benny said he wanted something in writing from Jeff and from the developer,
Yep, okay,
and then you'll agree to allow them to perform maintenance on a class 4 highway.
oh, okay. Does that take care of our questions, Shawna?
Yeah, it's,
Do we have to have Meryl agree or like review any of this?
Merrill Bench,
Yeah,
good question.
MSK Engineering has reviewed the plans.
With,
but,
I'm not saying that's the same as having Merrill do it.
okay.
When I first looked at this packet from the subdivision, I said, at last, there's a subdivision that is not gonna cause us headaches. And this is the only headache I see, everything
That's not
else,
too bad.
Well, mine kind of been gone through before.
yeah.
okay, so we're waiting for a letter from the developer and from
Jeff,
Jeff Yersha saying, yes, it's okay to, the developer says, I will develop the road and do it at my own expense.
Do you want me to ask Merrill or John Stasny for what the letter should say, or do you want me to just go through the HOA agreement and pull it from that?
well, should we have you do pull it from that and
If she's
then
gonna
have
review it,
Meryl
she might
review
as
it? or-
Write it up.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I missed the first thing you said.
I said, if she's gonna review it, she might as well write it up.
All right. Anything else for me?
I guess not, sir.
All right.
Thank you very
Well,
much.
Um, don't we need you for the
Zoning?
zoning bylaws, red line edits?
No,
those are just so that you can see the red line edits,
they're,
and see where they're at
and they're gonna be reviewed apparently by myself and the
and
DRB at
The
some
DRB.
point.
They're not done, right? This is
They're
just
not
as
done.
they're going along,
this is just so that we are all on the same page
as they go along.
as they go along.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, while we're doing this, 'cause I did attend the DRB meeting, there was the idea of having a different thing on the website, like it's more accessible about what you need for zoning, like basically a complete
Yeah,
how to. And so there was an example that was given from another town and it was like two different ideas of like the mapping that people needed to do that was a little more user friendly. And
I think it's actually less user friendly. I was looking at it today and it made my head swim and I know what it's supposed to say. But I'm perfectly willing if someone knows how to make a flow chart on Word to do the
mean,
changes.
I think I would be like kind of interested in looking at it at least.
Normally what people have is they tell me what the project is. And
Yeah.
I give them a piece of paper that says how you do that project. Whereas with this flow chart, you go from, is it this?
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't like that flow chart.
Oh, okay,
No, I don't like that flow chart.
good.
That flow chart was confusing.
okay,
That flow chart,
That's-
I mean, I just thought that was a waste of time.
all right.
I'm talking about the thing that was like, what's next? This is what you have to do,
Okay.
like, and then having diagrams of, because there's different
Yeah.
classifications and
Yeah.
different parts of Weston, so there's residential, there's commercial, there's all these different things, so like, it should have basically like residential, like, this is what you need to do, like bullet point, bullet point, bullet point, here's an example of like what the diagram is that we need to look at that would be easier for you. And also make it better for residents to feel like, okay, they want me to do something here, like I can develop, I can do something. And just kind of sums up, but in a less way more difficult way to really kind of take in and understand. So like you had that packet that you do give out, that's for like people.
I don't give out the whole pack.
Oh, you don't give out the whole packet?
I give the page they need.
The page they need, okay. So I think I would be willing to work on kind of like summing up, you know, just kind of writing some stuff down and sharing it with you and asking you what you think about that, if that's okay.
If you're on the same page as me about that flow chart.
Oh, I hated that flow chart. I think it was what I said when I was here. I was like, this is confusing and I don't know what I'm looking at.
That's great, Katie, if you're willing to do that.
I'm totally willing to do that.
It's sort of, I like your term user friendly.
Yeah.
And it also is sort of what we were talking about before, new residents getting a packet that says
Same
these are
thing.
the things.
So it's.
Yeah, but like
We
having
wouldn't give new
designated.
residents this would be.
Right.
You know, the new resident packet can say, you know, when you're gonna make some changes or whatever, you can go to this.
But and the other
website.
thing that's really needed is to rewrite the whole bylaws, and I know they're waiting for a grant for that, and that's gonna be a couple of years, but especially the subdivision bylaws are just a nightmare.
And I'm just really interested in learning more about it. So I feel like and understanding it. I don't really want to feel like I'm looking at something and reading Braille. I don't. It's really frustrating for me. And I speak, you know, like I just.
And you speak Braille. too.
No, I speak Braille. I speak Braille. No, I mean it's like me looking at like a book of Spanish, and I speak some Spanish, and being like, I don't know, like I know 7 of the 12-word sentence. You know what I mean? So
That would be
I'm
great.
definitely down to do that.
Go for it.
Cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
You're
And so this is just for us to be able to look at the, okay. 'Cause I
Yeah,
was,
except for we wanna get rid of those as soon as possible.
great, I can't wait.
Get rid
It
of
is
what?
coming up, I mean.
Wait, we
wanna
have to restructure the bylaws.
Oh, yeah, no, it'll get rid
Yeah.
of this.
Yes, especially the
No.
subdivisions, you don't have the subdivision in there, but the subdivision bylaws were written in the 50s for some town of 100,000 people somewhere.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's what we use.
Cool. Thanks so much.
All right.
It is coming up, they're expecting this to be done by December and like to have a public hearing and.
But that's the minor changes. and
Right.
Then they're gonna
Okay.
start on the big changes.
Can
All
I-
right.
And can I ask, remember Alyssa Sabeto of, Wyndham
Wyndham
Regional
Region.
Commission told us that the flood.
I'm working on
things are
the-
Changing, and that, doesn't that
The
need to
river?
be in here too?
Oh,
The
definitely.
river corridor stuff?
You don't have to do the river corridor stuff. Londonderry, we're going through that because the bylaws we're rewriting in Londonderry,
Uh-huh.
the flood bylaws are already obsolete. So we're starting from scratch there. And you have the choice of including the river corridors right away or not including the river corridors right away. I can do an analysis to see how many houses that would add. In Londonderry, it doubles the number of houses that are gonna have flood regulations on them.
It would be interesting to know that.
How
Well,
does that- how
especially
does that
because she
apply
said
to-
that you can do it now, or you have to do it in
Right.
2 years.
2 years.
Right.
We
so-
should just,
And the other thing is the regulations for the river corridor are ridiculous. I'm trying to see in Londonderry if we can change. You need a hearing in the river corridor. River corridor is the furthest, it's the least of the flood zones, furthest from the river, highest above the river. But you need to have a hearing to do anything on your house, add utilities, park an RV, add a shed, you need to have a
Wow,
hearing.
that's pretty restricted. Yeah.
Yes, so
It's not restrictive, it's dictatorial.
yeah,
Okay.
so.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
The more and more stuff coming out, I'll tell you, the more dictatorial they're getting. they're not giving you much choice, and
Yeah,
I asked the question, Will, of this Alyssa, how are they gonna compensate people when they put all the regulations? And they can't use their land, but they've got a ton of frontage, and I didn't get an answer.
well, you got an answer. She
The
said,
answer was
she
no
said they're
answer.
not.
Yeah,
I remember she, it was a good question, and she said they're not. She said they're
Yeah.
not going to, which is
so
not a good answer.
I'll look at,
That's an answer.
I'll look at
Not what we wanted to hear, yeah.
who's in the river court, just to give me an idea. If you're driving from Londonderry to Southbury, all the houses on the
To left.
west side of Route 100,
The right side as you're going that way.
yeah, are in the river corridor.
Oh,
wow.
really? Wow.
So obviously, they're not gonna let Route 100 get washed away and then the houses washed away. But all those houses that are up on the hill above Route 100, not be able to park an RV, not be able to have a shed without a hearing. So that's something I'm working on. With
Okay,
Alyssa.
okay, good.
And
But-
she's supposed to be working directly with the planning commission and Matt with, to include that. So I don't know what her schedule, their whole schedule is, but
Great, that's right.
They,
Thank you.
they were gonna do it this time around, or were they gonna do it with the big
she was
thing?
going to
I
try.
think you were
But
gonna, yeah.
again, it was not our scheduling.
All right, so
She
I'll
was-
talk to the planning commission about what I'm doing in Londonderry.
Mhm.
This, West Palms. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Will.
Good night.
Have a great night.
You too.
But Will, I'll remind you of one thing, this is my own opinion. Just because one town does something, doesn't mean the other towns have to do it.
Right. No, I'm just saying, if we work out a deal in Londonderry that's better than what Alyssa is suggesting, maybe we can do it in less than 2.
Probably wouldn't take much.
All right.
All right,
Thanks so much.
We're gonna bypass the minutes because I wasn't here and Katie wasn't here and Jim is gone now, so. You need 3 to take care of them.
Oh,
Okay.
Sorry about that, I know that breaks your heart.
Breaks my heart.
It's really sad about it.
Alright, we got some questions on scheduling. The next meeting here would be the 25th, 2 days before Thanksgiving. And I don't know how many people are traveling, be in town, or whether you want a meeting that night or not.
I'm flexible, I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
So if you want a meeting that night.
It's up to you.
I think we should meet if we're here.
Alright, do a meeting, keep it very short.
Yeah.
Are you gonna
Are
be
you
here?
gonna be here or are you leaving?
No, I don't usually leave town
Okay.
after the 1st of November till 1st of April.
Okay.
No, I have a
Good to
plowing
know.
business,
That's
All right, that's right, you do. Okay, yeah, right.
so I'm not gonna be leaving, so keep it very short. Next one would be the 23rd of December.
Yeah, I'm not sure about
I don't know
that one
about
for
that.
me.
I'm here, but
I mean, I'll
Right,
be,
visitors.
I'll be here. But I'm working.
So the only thing is that it makes it hard for me to do the meeting minutes.
yep,
That's
um,
right.
Just because of,
24th, 25th off,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, so then,
I'm off
okay,
all
so-
that week,
so we
I
can
mean,
meet,
I
I,
can come in for the
no, if
meeting,
it's,
but-
it's at, it would be 7:30, I can do it, cause I close at 6, so.
but the meeting minutes is tough and
Yeah.
it is Christmas week.
Yeah, I think we
Um,
should,
But let's just think about what decisions are coming up. We've got the medical decision we have to make
yes,
by the 31st of December. We have,
and I would love to do that at the next meeting.
okay, and
yeah, we
there's
need
some
to do
other,
that.
Yeah, we
right?
have to do it next meeting.
and there's something else we have to decide by the end of the.
Yeah, there's
There
something.
is
The audit
something,
I'm trying to
contract.
remember.
the audit
Okay.
contract.
The audit contract.
We'll make sure to do them the next meeting.
Oh, well, provided we get some proposals from auditors, but in any case, we've got the 9th, and then we have the 23rd, and then we would have, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong month. We have.
Yeah, no, that's right,
18th.
right? Oh.
No, the 25th,
Oh, the 25th,
Ninth.
9th, no, not the 9th.
Yes,
Yeah,
25th
the
and
9th.
9th was-
November
December.
29th,
Yeah, yeah, I'm
and then
sorry,
December 9th.
I'm calendar challenged. Okay, the
Sure.
25th, the 9th, And the 23rd, we have 3 more meetings.
Before.
So
New
could
Year.
we look at where we are on the 25th of the 9th and decide if we, and I don't know if we're allowed to do this, are we allowed to throw in like a meeting the 16th? If we tell
If
people
we
in
want it
advance?
ahead of time, we've canceled the meeting on the 23rd and rescheduled it for another date, I think we're perfectly
Actually,
legal.
The only thing as the 23rd is that we just usually have someone come in and sign the paychecks. Like
I'll be
the
around.
work.
We can do that.
Okay,
Okay.
we can do that, yeah.
Okay, so we're not gonna meet on the 23rd of December. We are meeting the 25th of November and the 9th of December.
Are we gonna reschedule the meeting to the 16th?
Or do-
Maybe if we need to.
If we
Yeah,
need to,
we can
okay,
make,
alright.
how long in advance do we have to make the decision?
48 hours.
Oh.
Oh,
phew.
I
So
thought it was
we
like
could-
a week, 2 weeks,
To warn a meeting.
to warn
Oh, it is
a,
24 hours for a special meeting, that's right.
oh, okay, maybe.
So like on the 9th, if we decided we needed another meeting, the
Alright,
next
so
day
what?
she posts the meeting on the 23rd, it's been canceled, rescheduled till the 16th.
Okay,
That sounds perfect.
that's great,
I like it.
cool.
I like it too.
All right, I guess we got payroll.
Oh, is that it?
Oh, there's another education tax payment in here, isn't there?
All right, payroll, we have an amount of $12,899.46.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second,
Discussion. All those in favor?
aye.
Percent.
Mhm.
Stay the remote.
Oh, look at that.
Payable accounts, we have $1,316,223.02.
2 cents.
So moved.
A second,
Discussion. All those in favor?
aye.
Some of that money is the
Understood.
library got. it got paid to the town and then being paid
Yeah,
to
so
the
so it's like
library.
just moving it.
Yeah, it's a. Yes, it's.
So you got windows in there.
Ooh, so moved.
I'm just speaking of the library, I just wanna like pick your brain about something about the library. You know,
Later.
yeah, no, another time.
Okay, good. I've got a brain. pick for
Love
now,
it, love it.
okay? Still do anyway.
Old and new business, just to remind you, the 6th of January, we'll start the budget meetings.
Great.
Okay.
I am, after attending the DRB meeting the other day, it comes down after Deb talked to the lawyer that DRB specifically is like they are not allowed to have an opinion on whether someone is or is not adhering to the regulations.
Mhm.
DRB is not allowed to have that.
No, they're not allowed to have an opinion. They are completely a overview space that has to be impartial.
Well, they have to be impartial in terms of.
In terms of like,
Establishing the violation. The violation has to be brought to them by the zoning administrator, and then they can decide on it, but they can't, the DRB can't say, oh, you're in violation.
yeah, so, but it really came down to the people that are in charge and have the ability to say to the zoning administrator what is going on with these, violations of things that are happening, and at what point do you pull the trigger on start fining? And that is his choice to do.
Zoning administrator.
Zoning administrator, in his words, it's a nuclear choice. I don't really know if this has become nuclear or not yet, but I know that people are really upset. I don't, and I'm curious as to how, as a select board member, working for the public, to ignore people who are really saying very loudly that they're upset. I also am really curious as to how the sign off on the from the environmental court on the two different things that happen with the bakery, that like, what are they following? Because
Who's they?
Bakery? The bakery. What is the process of what should be adhered to, and at one point and when, and what, like, there, so for example, like a resident said that even with the new environmental sign off, which is different from the original plan that they are supposed to be adhering to, the regulations are still not being adhered to at least 50%. So I don't really understand what that means, but I think it just needs to be discussed and talked about. As far as, I think I need to learn more. I think that we should all learn more about it. And that's it. I don't know.
So because the DRB doesn't have jurisdiction to identify violations, they can only adjudicate, that they can only make decisions, they can only judge violations. So it's up to the zoning administrator to say and inform the property owner
And
that there's been a violation.
And start instituting a fine of $200 a day.
And right, if that zoning violation cannot be resolved, because if you read through these zoning bylaws,
Right. It's complicated.
it says that the zoning administrator he informs the owner of the zoning violation and says, can we work this out? And even if there's a change in the plan, that is, they had an approved plan, but they made some changes in it, they don't have to come back to the DRB. The zoning administrator can say, oh, okay, I see there are these changes, but they're still within the spirit of the approval. So therefore you can go ahead. So I think people are upset, but I think, I'm not sure that they have that much knowledge about what's supposed to have happened and what's not supposed to have happened.
I totally get,
I mean, it's really up to Will to say, and he can do that. He can go and inspect the property and say, I've been informed that there are, or I've been asked if there are some violations here, so I need to be sure that there are not. So I think we can ask him to do that.
I think we need to. That's, that's why I bring it up. I just think that
that word on the street is beginning to circulate, rumor mill,
Yeah.
that just go get a zoning permit, build what you want, then they'll go in and plead ignorance, and they'll amend it. They'll rubber stamp an amendment, and it's happened at least once before, maybe twice before. So that's what the rumor mill is saying.
Of course, and maybe in those other instances, I don't know which ones you're talking about, it doesn't really matter, but in those other instances, it may be that the zoning administrator decided that the changes were within the spirit of the original approval.
Right, which
And
is
if
prerogative,
and if he doesn't think they are, then he can go to the DRB and say, this is what I think, what do you think? And if he makes a judgment and the landowner doesn't like it, then they can appeal to the DRB, and if they
Right.
don't like the DRB decision, they can go to
They
the
can go to environmental court.
environmental court, so
So
there's a
we-
process
There's,
here.
yeah,
But I think what we're hearing is we need to have. Many people are not sure if the process is really taking place, right? So we need to get some confidence back out there that,
people are, yeah,
right, I think that's what I'm hearing.
yeah, and I love that,
So how
yeah.
do we do that?
I think by what we just said, it's
Talk
just
to
to
Will.
ask Will to go, to make sure that he's looking at it and comfortable with it, and
And also just, there's a lot, there's just, it's a very confusing thing of being like, well, the environmental court sign off on, and the thing that was drawn up on a napkin in 2022, and
Mhm.
it's just a little convoluted, and I don't wanna feel like I don't understand what I'm hearing
Mhm.
anymore.
yeah, so then the other thing is, if you feel that way, you can get more information from Will,
Totally,
right?
Is that it for old business?
Yep.
Wait, what
Well, for
are
me.
we doing with that?
Oh.
Who's gonna ask Will?
I can talk to Will, or,
Yeah, go ahead.
okay,
The other thing that we talked about last time, the loading issue at the inn. Jim and I were talking about it. It seemed to make sense to him that we ought to get the bakery figured out, but the loading dock issue, we might want to notify them again that they're not supposed to be loading there. And if they can't comply with the regulations, then we need to figure out some sort of authority to go after them. And Jim said, and you would know about this, Denny, that the sheriff of Windsor County or Wyndham County, one of those sheriffs' offices has said in the past that we can hire them on a
like,
managing
yeah,
basis
like,
to.
You should be calling any day now.
Oh, okay. Okay, I might have missed that in some
No.
He usually
conversation.
calls every year the sheriff to see if we wanna hire him. It's
No, you're talking two different things.
Oh,
You're talking two different things here. She's talking per incident,
oh,
and he's trying to get his foot in the door for a full year contract.
okay.
Yeah,
And other towns that have hired him have let him go because things didn't work out.
so I wonder if we can, so maybe what we wanna do is see if we can hire him on an interim basis as opposed to a full year contract. Can we hire him to come in
a per
once a
diem
week
contract.
or a per diem or something like that to cite the trucks?
Cause they're unloading on both sides on State Highway at the same time.
Are they?
Yeah,
Okay.
they are.
I haven't seen them over at the bakery, and I don't, and it's a little bit unclear because they're just finishing the bakery parking lot. It's a little bit unclear to me exactly where things are gonna be unloaded there.
Right.
So,
And do they have the number of spaces they're supposed to have? Cause that parking lot looks awful small
It
now.
does.
I don't know, and then there's that theoretically, they were putting some driveway in the back behind the building that they were gonna be able to unload some stuff in. And remember that the woman who came to talk to us, Natalie Boston, I think it was, who came to talk to us, said that their plan was to unload at the bakery and truck across the street.
Right, yeah,
Oh,
and someone
they
had
have
said
the
that would be
room?
okay or something, right? And then they pulled
Well-
back on
Someone
it.
from
And then they
V-Trans
pulled
said that
back
would
or
be
something,
fine,
right?
and then it
I
turns
don't
out
know
that they
about
didn't have the
pulling
authority.
back. It'd be pretty quite tight quarters to get a trailer truck in the bakery.
Well, it depends on the size of the trailer truck, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I completely agree. So I guess maybe we wanna, I don't know, do we wanna wait to see what happens when they find, I mean, they've got a sign up now, so they're moving along toward the opening.
I'd say they're pretty well finished with their groundwork.
So does it, I guess the question that we should know is, what they built just meet what was agreed upon right now?
But that's why I was
That's-
bringing up the whole
that's-
thing with
that's
the
real good.
environmental,
That's
the
right.
environmental
That's what I'm saying, so
thing.
we can't wait on that, we need to.
Right, so we do that. But this is the loading issue. on
In
the-
front of the Weston.
But also because
Right,
it's the
I see,
line of
right.
sight for Mill Lane, for
Of
Jeff, and, you know, we're
Um,
plowing,
Right,
you know, it's snowing.
so why don't, should we do the Will Goodwin thing first with the, the zoning on the
Okay.
building thing, and then.
Yeah, I think so, and then go for and then go into the unloading.
Yeah,
space. I mean, I can talk to him tomorrow.
Should we talk with Natalie Boston, and since she was the one who came to us about the loading issue to begin with, should we contact her and ask if they have, if whatever they have built at the bakery will enable them to stop loading in front of the inn? That was a convoluted way to ask the question, sorry.
No,
You know what I meant?
I did. She said you want to ask Natalie Boston about.
Is the
if
loading
there-
issue gonna be resolved? by
Yeah,
what they've done
is
at the
there
bakery?
other like steps in place to not be doing it anymore?
Yeah.
Sorry, Natalie Boston's Vetran?
No,
No,
she's
sorry,
the
I'm
Shop
works.
secretary,
She's who?
shop secretary.
Oh, okay, now I remember, sorry, took me a second, okay, yeah. She's the one who said that, okay, gotcha.
I can call Natalie Boston, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Who's gonna talk to the sheriff? Shauna?
Actually, let me talk to Natalie first.
Okay, all right,
And see if,
good, all right,
if they don't have a resolution,
okay,
Then we go that route.
yeah.
okay.
Before we hire the sheriff, I think we should at least have a complaint in writing rather than just have him sitting there.
Oh, absolutely.
Agreed.
I agree, and I think, and we should let the inn know
In
that,
advance,
okay,
we,
you know.
we've tried,
we've tried, and we're not getting satisfaction, yeah.
agreed,
You know. Give them much choice.
Mhm.
agreed, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
Now, I don't wanna say much, but the project you were assigned, do we need, when the executive session, discuss anything, or are you good with where you're at?
I'm good with where we're at, and the process is just taking a little bit longer. I can discuss it with you if you wanna go into executive session, it's not too major, I think, I'm not sure how much I've updated everyone, but yeah.
I would like to have an update.
Okay, so let's go into
Alright, so-
executive session.
Who's got their cheat sheet?
Okay,
Going
that
into,
would have been from last month,
And this last time.
yeah, which I don't have last. I got it, I think. Okay, so, motion to go into executive session for real estate acquisition discussion, 1 VSA 313A2.
Are you making that motion?
Yes, I
I'll
think that's
second.
what I just did, I'm sorry.
all those in favor?
I,
Because it was cheat sheet, Sean.
thank you, Shauna.
Oh, we're up at the top recording?
Yeah, but I have to get Gina and Aaron to the meeting.
Oh, I see, okay.
Shut it off.
Still not figured out how to manage all this stuff.
I haven't either, and I was just looking, I was like, this thing is torn up.